it? Do you get it? Welcome to Seminude Combat, Will Ospreay's favorite podcast.
Yes, it is.
It is the king of Will Ospreay's podcast list. This is a brand new thing that we're starting today. Just because we always talk about this, we never have enough time to get all of our thoughts out, and some of them are pretty dang entertaining. So we figured we'd give this a shot and throw a podcast out here. My name
Why not?
is.
Let's do it.
I don't see. Are we going real names? Or are we going like aliases? Like what's going on?
I
haven't thought about that either.
Neither did I.
We didn't think much about this.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, people know me at this channel anyway. They know I'm Brennan, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm Tony.
Yeah, we'll keep it at Tony.
Yeah.
So, Tony, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Doing some really good wrestling this week.
Oh my lord, has there ever been?
Great.
Should we start at the most recent stuff, or should we just go to like Monday Night Raw and call that and go for that?
Well, Monday Night Raw was pretty, toilet water, but
See, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. See, we have yet to really establish any of this. I'm not much of a WWE guy anymore. I've watched WrestleMania, watched the Royal Rumble, I'll keep up on interesting angles and stuff, but I have not watched it in a very long time consistently. I am an AEW guy, as are a lot of people. I don't hate WWE, but I don't like their product that much.
I am a jaded WWE fan. I still watch every so often, but I have stopped watching every week anymore. And I do a lot of the Raw recaps and the SmackDown recaps. And if there's a good match, I'll go watch it. But
yeah, I went and I watched the Cody and the Miz stuff, and that was the only thing that really interested me from this past show.
Yeah, until they figure out what they're doing a little bit better, I don't know.
I just think that they don't have anything planned for him after this thing with Seth Rollins. And once he wins again at Backlash, either that or they're going to 50-50 book him to have a third one at, what's the next big one? SummerSlam?
Well, I mean, you have WrestleMania Backlash is the next pay-per-view.
They've got a match for that already, yeah.
Yeah, you can't let WrestleMania just be one thing anymore.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. It can't be one night; it has to be 2 nights. Now they have to have 2 shows for it, where it's all just rematches at this point.
Yeah.
Like WrestleMania should be when you blow off feuds, right?
Not anymore.
I mean, it should be, or when you ignite them. In the case of like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, because that was they just had a match and that ignited their feud, but. So what did you think of Raw?
I think Raw was pretty lackluster this week. There were some good segments, but not many, few and far between. I don't like some of the stuff they're doing with Sheamus and Ridgeway and Butch.
Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a terrible name what a terrible rename. Just Pete Dunne. He was already established. He was the bruiserweight. Why'd you have to change him? But it has sparked a lot of fun memes from people like going onto the WWE roster page and renaming people.
Oh yeah.
They turned Cody Rhodes into Dusty's son. And they took the Cena off of John, so it just says John. That's pretty par for the course for what they're doing.
They have that rule over there,
Yeah.
They don't like to have 2 names on people. Like, I'm surprised Roman Reigns is allowed to still be Roman Reigns.
I don't get it.
Reigns.
Probably should be just Roman at this point, but he's managed to dodge it. Like Cesaro. Antonio Cesaro was a good name. Andrade Cien Almas just became Andrade. Like, they keep doing that to people. I don't get it. Like, they have names. They have names that they're established with already.
Yeah.
Why do they keep doing that? Although they do have some fun. We are getting some fun memes off of it, so at least there's that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but other than that, the show was nothing really to write home about.
Yeah, no.
It's another throwaway Monday night.
Which, I mean, are they still... Why do they have to have it 3 hours? Like, do people watch all 3 hours anymore? I don't know of anybody that's sitting there like, yeah, I can't wait to sit down and watch 3 hours of Raw, and like doesn't take a break or like fast forward through it, or DVR or whatever things later. Like they'll probably watch it all eventually, but on the night.
Yeah, I mean, I DVR all of it, so
yeah, I would if I had DVR and cable.
Yeah,
if I had DVR and or cable, I totally would. Let's see. That's also Impact. There's some interesting things going on with Impact then. Unless you want to talk about like anything that might be happening with Raw.
No.
Because like I could just see them doing the 50-50 booking with Cody, and he's gonna lose to Seth at Backlash now, and they're gonna have a third at some point, probably at SummerSlam.
They'll have a third, and I really think it's going to end up being Seth and Cody for going up against Roman is going to be the next match.
Like a triple threat?
For the title, yeah.
Ooh, okay, now that I would watch.
I'll watch as well.
I would totally watch that, because then you can get the belt off Roman without him having to get pinned.
That's the only way that they'll take it off him until...
That's the only way they could take it off of him. They have...
Yeah.
Not built anybody to be able to possibly challenge Roman Reigns at any point anymore.
No.
Like they had Brock Lesnar, which was a credible threat. They had when Cena came back, he was a credible threat, but they're bringing people back. They haven't built anybody up in order to take him down. And that's how you make your next big star.
And I don't think WWE will make anybody up like that, or build anybody up like that, at least anytime soon. Yeah.
Like, that's how you make your next big star, where nobody could touch Kenny Omega for a while, but then they started telling the story of, like, his injuries getting the better of him, and then he dropped the Impact Championship in kind of a fluke way, and they never had a rematch or anything for it. Well, actually, it wasn't that much of a fluke, but they built Kenny as an unstoppable killing machine, and he was for quite a while. And then Hangman finally overcame him.
Yes.
That's the thing that I like more about... I like the storytelling for AEW.
Yes.
They are definitely superior in terms of that at the moment. Because I don't know who could possibly step up and take it from Roman without it just ruining the entire, almost 2-year storyline they've built up at this point. Yes, Dylan, wrestling. Sorry.
They're definitely trying to get more, still pushing, I think, that Rock angle for next WrestleMania.
And they're seriously going to keep him undefeated for another year just to set that up?
That's they could.
And at that point, do you feed him to The Rock, who, A, would not be there past WrestleMania, really, and, like, doesn't need the help?
No, I think Roman would end up winning that match as well. And then you're faced with an even bigger problem of who is going to be the one that finally takes it.
Because now even The Rock couldn't take him down. It would have to be. It has to be in a triple threat because he can lose it without losing it.
Yeah.
Without being pinned.
I mean, that would make the most sense, but...
Or, some sort of multi-man. It doesn't have to be a triple threat necessarily, but some sort of multi-man.
Yeah. Maybe they make him do it in the Elimination Chamber or something like that.
Yeah, that could be fun. He would still have to be pinned at that point, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would have to be pinned. But you could make it so, like, all 5 guys were pinning him at the exact same time, trying to hold him down.
Yeah, or even a tag team that got in.
Like they used to do with like the Big Show or Mark Henry in those matches, where they would have to have multiple people like on their shoulders trying to hold them down in order to get the pin.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything?
Or some type of gimmick match.
Or some type of gimmick match, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not apparent yet how they're going to pay that story off.
No, not at all.
Not even close. How about Tuesday Impact? Anything interesting happen there?
I actually did not watch Impact this week.
That's fine. Neither did I, but I usually don't.
Yeah.
I would be excited for like another crossover thing, which we'll get to what that huge announcement for Wednesday could possibly be.
Yeah.
Actually, let's get into that now.
All right. Yeah.
What do you think this huge announcement for Wednesday's Dynamite could be? Another huge announcement from Tony Khan.
I think it's the going to be a Madison Square Garden show with New Japan.
I think that's exactly I think that's the same. Although they said that I heard rumors from like Cultaholic, I think, that they were going to do one in Chicago first on like June 25th or whatever, that Saturday. Yeah. And then I think New Japan still has Madison Square booked for August or something like that. I think
so, yeah.
So they can do a second one there, or they can do just, the whole thing there. But I think it's finally going to happen, New Japan crossover. I'm so fucking excited.
That opens up so many match opportunities.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. Oh my god, just the amount of... Is Ospreay back yet or no?
I don't know off the top of my head. That would be a...
Yeah, we can look that up later, but I don't know if Ospreay's back yet. I wish he was. He's too busy listening to this podcast. That's right. It's my bad.
Yeah. He's in the gym working out, trying to get better right now. Listening to us. Hey, keep going, Will. One more set. One more set, baby. All right. One more set of whatever you're doing. But seriously, you could get. Oh my god! Could you imagine like a tag team match where you reunite Kenny and Kota? That'd be good.
Kenny and Kota Ibushi going for like the tag titles or something. I don't know. They couldn't go for like AEW tag titles, but they could go for like New Japan's, because AEW's the story's pretty much lined out for that, where it's gonna at some point be Hardys versus Bucks for the title. I just don't know who's gonna get it first.
That's an interesting discussion right there, but
hey, that's why we're having the podcast, for interesting discussions. I think it's gonna be that too. Either that or like he's bought yet another promotion, like he's buying Impact or something, and now he owns all three of them.
That would be a huge.
And now he has two basically developmental territories. Yeah.
That would be a big step up, and I don't know, like, isn't Impact owned by, is it Viacom right now, or is it?
I don't know if it is. I think it's still Dixie Carter. Well,
no, she sold it.
She sold it. Whoever owns AXS, then whoever owns AXS probably owns them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they could get them back in front of a mainstream thing, and then that opens up a whole bunch more dream matches. Like you can get Bucks versus Guns again, and speaking of, the Good Brothers contracts just expired, I think.
Oh really?
From Impact, I think they just expired or they're about to.
That'll be an interesting to watch where they land.
Oh, they're good. They're coming to AEW. There's no way.
They should.
They could probably do both, but I think they're coming to AEW for the elite, for more of the elite angle.
I'd be okay with that.
I just don't know. All right, so Dynamite as a whole, pretty decent show, I want to say. There were a couple things that were kind of negatives.
Yeah, the Some of the promos were not as sharp as they could have been. Should have been.
Nobody had any idea what to do or anything about Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Which was sad because that was supposed to be a more dominant thing, but they also gave Sky Blue, Sky Blue was not ready for that spot.
No, she wasn't. And
in any way, shape, or form.
It's hard to say who they could have thrown out that would have done better.
I like what you said at work. I like how you said Red Velvet, and I think that would have been a good shot, a good thing.
Yeah, I think it would have been a better challenge than Sky Blue. Not that I didn't mind watching Sky Blue out there. But...
Obviously, she's gorgeous, but that's not why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never get to complain. I'm never complaining about getting to see Sky Blue.
But I think it would have been a different challenge.
Somebody with a little bit more credibility and somebody that could go a little bit better. Like, you could have put her out there, and God help her, because that's basically her role at this point. But you could have put her out there with the Bunny. Bunny can have great matches, and be very believable.
That would be a very good match.
And Bunny could be very believable, but she always, it's basically her job just to go out and job to these people, unfortunately.
Or you could have even had Anna Jay
Anna Jay would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Just somebody with a little more oomph and somebody that's a little more sound in the ring. Because she made Marina Shafir look sloppy, even though she was just kind of waiting for her spots and waiting for Sky to get into position.
Yeah, and it's a little bit on Marina too, where she's got to develop and just go get that person.
That too.
So
while we're in that vein, there's no way Jade loses this.
No,
there's no way they book Marina Shafir to beat Jade at this point.
Yeah, not after that match.
Maybe somebody down the line, but not this one. So, who finally manages to give Jade a challenge and take that belt off her? Is it somebody that's already on the roster, or is it somebody like Toni Storm said she wanted Tegan Nox to be in AEW? Or
Tegan Nox would be a good one.
Or would it be somebody like Ember Moon coming in?
Possibly. I even think that there's already people there that could do it.
I think Sheeta would be a great opponent.
I think Sheeta would be
I'm not sure she wins it, but that would be a good match. Especially because Jade's gotten a lot better.
I also think Jamie Hayter would be a good one to go.
Jamie Hayter would be a good one too, yeah, if she finally turns.
If she turns face at all, which would be interesting for her character, but...
Speaking of turns, did you watch Battle of the Belts?
Oh, yes. Definitely watched Battle of the Belts.
So they turned Sammy and Ty.
Did they turn them, though?
He won with a low blow.
Yes, but, I mean, he
won with a low blow, and Ty slapped Scorpio's hands off the rope. They were definitely doing the heel, and then they were making out on the way up the ramp. They're definitely healing it up.
Oh, yes, definitely, but has he ever actually been completely faced? Like...
Okay,
I know they bill him like that, but it's Sammy Guevara, and if you follow Sammy Guevara, that's him.
Okay, you know what? That much I'll give you. That much I'll absolutely give you. He's always kind of been a tweener, but now he's like full on heel now.
Yeah, he's definitely full on heel, which I think he'll do better as a full on heel.
Which is weird because now you have Scorp and Ethan Page posed as baby faces.
No,
or are they just also heels that got screwed over by another heel?
They're heels that got screwed over by another heel.
Fair enough.
And I
was definitely behind Scorpio.
Yeah. Oh, people do not like Sammy and Ty.
Oh my God, they not. Reason. And they did what they should have done with Cody, which Cody probably didn't allow them to do, which was turn them when the crowd started to sour a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lean into it.
Cody was like, Cody probably vetoed that with his EVP powers, but Sammy, they're leaning into it. They're healing it up now.
Yeah, take it and run.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what they did. Low blood Scorpio Sky took it and ran.
I mean, Scorpio was trying his best to do heel shit with the, thumb into the eye, and
I mean, yeah, but
yeah, Sammy saw the opportunity and took it.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
Let's see. The Ring of Honor championship match. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of it because I was still with my niece at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch a whole lot of it because she had come back down. We were hanging out, but from what I saw, it was good.
It was very good. Gresham is a very good wrestler in the ring, and he's very different.
Seeing the pictures of him, I did not think he was that short. Like you see him in promo materials and stuff, I did not think he was that small.
No, he's very short, but he's very powerful. Like he's
oh my god, yeah, it's like John. He's like Black John Silver.
Yeah, and his holds are amazing. Like he's a great actual wrestler.
Yeah, he did very. Yeah, that was a very fun match, especially because I had never been introduced to Dalton Castle before.
Yeah, Dalton Castle is very good. He's definitely a character that if you don't like that, you're definitely gonna be annoyed. But
I wasn't upset about it. I had never been exposed to Dalton Castle before, but I was
yeah. Oh yeah.
He does great character work.
Yes.
Definitely does great character work. Then
and he was a good champion when he was champion. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Then poor Nyla Rose always gets title shots and never wins.
Yeah, she's not been back to the top. Maybe she's somebody who goes after Jade.
That would be a good-ass match. I like that a lot, actually. That's a great idea. Tony Khan.
Hard-hitting match.
Tony Khan, listen to this podcast. Book Nyla Rose and Jade Carr. I think Nyla Rose could be the one to do it. That's credible enough. Where she is strong enough to handle what Jade can throw at her.
Yeah, it's somebody that Jade would not have faced, somebody that big, that strong, that physically imposing.
I'm not sure if they could ever actually do a face turn with her, but goddamn, she is so charismatic and funny.
Yeah.
You see the thing on Dynamite? Trying to make me look like a fool? I love cake! And violence!
Yeah.
God. And her Twitter account is fucking hilarious. Like, just goddamn it.
Well, you see, I think AEW is easier almost to turn somebody babyface that's traditionally heel just because the fan base is so, into different things a little bit. And your non-traditional stuff might actually work.
Oh, yeah. Non-traditional stuff does work a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just, I don't know if they're trying to revive kayfabe in WWE or what. I heard rumors that maybe something like that was going to happen, but I don't know. Trying to be more kayfabe at least.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to do a little bit more, but again, we're now living in a culture where literally we're having a podcast where we're talking about wrestling.
We're having a podcast.
Yeah.
Where we are having a podcast.
Yeah.
And
there's plenty of them, so people want all this access and
yeah.
But if you use it right, you can really drive storylines even better, and I think AEW does a great job at that.
Yes, they do. They keep some things secret.
Yes, which is good.
But they also screw up plenty of times. Like, I keep wanting to say this, and I'm surprised no one has said it yet, considering what Brody King said about Edge's faction. But, like, Wish Great Khali.
It's, that.
Like, I don't know why that hadn't been fired back from their camp yet, but,
Oh, I've definitely seen comparisons of that on Twitter. And
Can we have Great Khali? No, we have Great Khali at home. Great Khali at
yeah,
home.
yeah, literally.
I'm not upset about it. It's just a lights out debut generally should have more star power behind it. And Tony Khan even admitted himself that they should not have done that specific route.
Yeah. Well, even it would have been more impactful if they would have just had him come down the ramp.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or just snuck into the ring behind him.
Yeah.
Not with the lights out. Because when the lights out, I was like, oh my god, who can possibly be here? Is this going to be, Johnny Gargano? Is this going to be Cesaro? Is it going to be... And then it's, your mind is awash with all these possibilities. And then it's somebody that you've literally had to look up and never really heard of before.
Yeah, very few people had heard of it. I mean, yeah, the local crowd might have known him since he played basketball there, but still.
Yes. Well, that was the New Orleans one. Did he play for the Pelicans?
Yes.
Oh shit! All right, my bad. I know because Excalibur did a good job at trying to cover for everything, which, yes, he's good at that.
Yes, he is very good at that.
He's very good at that.
But still, that was a hard one.
Yeah, that was hard luck.
That and then the backstage interview when FTR came walking out.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was terrible.
That was
production
a bad
issues.
Production
issues and just timing. Okay, you couldn't hear commentary for the first 3/4 of that show.
Yeah.
You couldn't even hear him over the crowd. And it's not because the crowd was that loud. They just didn't do the levels right.
Yeah. And they've had that issue for almost 2 years now.
Sometimes you can hear them more. Off and on, yeah. Sometimes you can hear them better.
Yes. And I don't know if it's because maybe they hire local production people or what, but
I don't know. There's some things that could stand to be fixed, production wise, and also with the product, like the ranking system.
Oh yeah, the ranking system, the joke of a ranking system that it is,
where they have it and they want to make it matter, but they also have people just jumping the line willy nilly.
Yes,
whenever the hell they want. And the way that I proposed months ago to fix, and also, by the way, Tony Khan, you can use this idea, but you got to start bringing me on as a production consultant or something. You can use this one for free, but
next one's gonna cost you.
Yeah, bring your boy in. Next one's gonna cost you. Your boys want the smoke. Where it's something along the lines of you have somebody work their way up the rank and they get to that top spot and they have to hold on to it and they have to defend that top spot against other people that are in the rankings. And they can accept whatever challenge they want, but they have to hold that top spot for X amount of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It depends on when you're trying to set up a match for pay-per-view and stuff. But somebody that holds on to that spot and then has or you could even have regular intervals where at the end of every 3 months, number 1 versus number 2 go head to head, and then they get it. Whoever wins that gets a title shot.
Yeah,
or something along those lines. But you have them actually mean something because they have to defend their rankings.
Yes, you should have more. Once you get into the top 6, your matches should be more with those top guys to figure out who you want to
put up there. Yeah, no, exactly. FTR, it looked like they were going to lay down a challenge and try to become triple champions, but then they got cut off by a freaking interview in the back with, who was that? Was that Jericho Appreciation Society? Or was that...
I still didn't even go back and look who it was. I totally forgot. I was
more upset about that happening. Because what? You're possibly setting up a tag team match with the most over tag team in your entire division, maybe even in wrestling in general at this point, FTR, with your champions, and it just gets cut off. Ugh.
for something that, literally people have forgotten who it was because they were more excited about the FTR.
More excited about the FTR. Yeah, exactly. They were more
Jungle
excited
Boy
about
and
FTR
Luchasaurus
possibly getting that shot.
and God. Give me Jurassic Express versus FTR.
Y'all know FTR wins that. FTR wins that with a big rig on Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
They take down the big guy.
And I think that's where you have Christian pull Jungle Boy out or keep Jungle Boy from going back in, and you start the turn of Christian.
You start Christian turning? Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Then you have Jungle Boy versus Christian.
Damn. All right, so you're planning out Jungle Boy versus Christian at this point. Okay.
I think that's the logical how they're gonna break Christian off of.
They do have to break him up eventually. That is true.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a really good way. And Christian's a great heel.
Oh yeah, he's a great everything.
Yeah.
Fantastic. How did they release him from his contract and he goes and joins Edge's faction, the New Brood or whatever?
Oh, no.
Yeah, God. I know. It doesn't fit for Christian.
No.
It didn't when he was doing it the first time, but...
No. But having him do a program with Jungle Boy would be really good. It would help Jungle Boy out a lot in his singles career.
He does have some very good wins in his singles career, but yeah, he's basically done nothing but tag team for a while now. And I mean, he's one of the champs, so of course he's doing nothing but tag team. But
yes, and I think both of those guys, both Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, have a very bright future in AEW or anywhere else, and they're both going to be champions of different belts at different times, obviously, but
absolutely, yeah, Jungle Boy will be a world champion at some point.
Yes, and I can see Luchasaurus holding it. Maybe not for a long time, but I could see him as a transitional.
And to say that one might be a little more of a stretch because he's more of a comedy-ish gimmick.
Yes, but he can go in the ring.
He can go in the ring. He just needs some sort of character change.
Yeah.
Rather than I'm a dinosaur, rawr. Here's my green tongue. Because he can go. Yeah. He can go. Absolutely, he can go.
That'd be an interesting mix.
Right. Then, where's Orange Cassidy been?
He's hurt.
Oh, really? I didn't know he was injured. I knew he was off TV for a while, but I think that was a legit reason.
I think he either separated his shoulder or he has some type of arm issue going on right now. Because a couple weeks ago he was in a sling on TV and.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think with best friends and Iota now being gone.
Yeah, Utah.
Utah. They finally pulled the trigger on that. So I think they're giving best friends a couple weeks off TV, which isn't a bad thing. They have a roster that's big enough to give some people a little bit of breather.
Are there any surprise opponents left for the Owen Hart thing? Do you know? Like on the male side, are there any possible hey, we don't know who you're facing kind of matches yet?
I have not seen the full list of people that are in the tournament, or at least going for the match to get into the tournament. I haven't seen the full breakdown of that yet for either the men's or the women's, but starting to build up.
I tell you what, Miro needs to come back already.
Yeah.
And he needs to at least get to the finals of this tournament.
That would be a good one to do, yes.
Miro would be a great... He either gets to the finals and wins, or he comes up short. I don't know. But
yeah.
He's been off for... people have started to forget about him.
A little bit.
Even I was wait, where... Yeah. Oh, Miro? Oh, my God, Miro. Where's Miro been? Shit like that.
He's been enjoying time with his wife. He's at Coachella this weekend.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I did not see that.
Yeah, they were out there partying up, having a good time. So,
of course, with his hot, flexible wife. Of course, she wouldn't really be in much of a rush to get back, but still.
Yeah.
Still.
I'm sure he'll come back, and he'll come back with vengeance. God's favorite son,
They kind of gave him a video package, I think, like a month ago, and then nothing since.
Yeah.
Then. Maybe
So
it could be that he had like a setback or something. It could have been.
It could be.
Like he had a setback.
It could be. I mean,
let's see what else we got going on. Coffin match. There's a coffin match this week.
Oh, this coming up week, yeah.
There's a coffin match. Darby and Andrade.
Yeah, that will be good.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm wondering. Andrade looked good too.
Andrade looks good. Like he should be not necessarily positioned higher, but like he looks fantastic, and he is fantastic. And he can go. He can pull off some shit.
Yeah. And I think this is the coffin match that Darby loses.
Really? You think Darby's going to lose this one?
I think he's going to lose it.
Wow.
I don't know if he'll lose it clean.
Oh, there's no way. He'll have the entire AFO there.
Yeah. But if he loses it clean, then I don't know.
I really like...
I don't know what you do with Darby after that. Or that would definitely set Andrade on pace to go for at least a TNT title, if not.
Yeah, the AEW is all locked up now. It's going to be CM Punk and Hangman. Yeah, I can't wait for the promos from that section. That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be good. Yeah, that's going to be very good. I mean, CM Punk versus Natural this week.
Yep. He's facing Dustin Rhodes. That is true. Who can also still go, and he's like 60 almost.
Do you think this is Dustin's last match?
I don't think that they're going to give him that for a retirement thing. I think they're going to have to send him off a little bit more grandeur than that. Do you really think that's going to be Dustin's last match?
Well, I mean, his contract's got to be getting close to coming up.
Yeah, but he can be producer or whatever.
Well, I mean in ring. Like, this might be his last Dynamite match.
Okay, that's possible.
Okay, so that's a better question. Is this his last Dynamite match?
Last Dynamite match, possibly. I could see it being a thing where he'll get a pay-per-view match.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his last match will probably be a pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, gotta be. But have to send him off in good fashion.
But, I mean, if it is his last match on Dynamite, it's like they're gonna have a great showing.
Punk's gonna make him look great. Like, there's gonna be some serious near falls off of like Code Reds and stuff that are gonna be insane.
Just look at this past week, the Punk and Penna match.
Punk and Penna was great. Oh my god.
That was close to a 5-star match, if it isn't. So
I'm not sure I'd give that one 5, but it's definitely 4.5, 4 3/4. Like, it is. That was a banger that they put.
I mean, again, the whole knee work, whether or not it is a real injury or not, like that, the way they told that story in that ring was just amazing.
What I'm thinking, and not necessarily hoping, but thinking, is they use it as a way to cover up his botch. I think he just kind of slipped on the rope going up for the Hurricane Rana.
Oh, yeah. He definitely did, but if that's how they decided in the ring on the fly to, like, cover that,
especially across a language barrier too, because I don't think Penna's English is that good.
No, it's not.
So Alex had to do the communication right there between them.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's the case, and whoever decided to call that to fix it, like whichever one of those gentlemen or whoever was in the ring and called that, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely they need a promotion or something. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How about okay? So I love the. It's not necessarily the labors of Jericho, but what MJF is doing to Wardlow now, because he can pick who Wardlow fights.
Yeah,
which is great because he's starting off against the Butcher. I think at some point he gets put up against Keith Lee. I think we get Wardlow versus Keith Lee at some point.
Ooh, that would be
that'd be a hard hitting ass match.
That would be a very hard-hitting match.
And I don't.
But again, I don't know if Keith Lee would take the money from MJF.
Well, it's just he can book him against whoever he wants, and Keith Lee would be like, "All right, you want to?" Because Wardlow's what, third? He's got to be in the top 5, right?
I think he's the 4th ranked,
or at least he was before he got removed from the roster page and stuff. But then, yeah, you can lure him in not with the money, but like, hey, you can get a win over a top 5 guy if you go fight this guy.
Yeah.
If you want to start building a championship resume.
I think this week it will be, it's obviously going to be the Butcher. I think he goes to Taz and hires Hobbs.
Oh,
next.
Hobbs would be a good one too.
Because he could hire, Taz would take the money.
Of course Taz would take the money.
Yeah.
Hook's going to be on Dynamite this week. That's right. Hook's going to be on Dynamite.
God, Hook.
The man is so over and he hasn't said a single word. Has not said a word. He's just kicked people's asses.
I hope he doesn't say a word for the next
I don't hope he never
6
talks.
months.
I hope he never talks.
Yeah, I mean, they all eventually talk, but, it will be a good... Give me, 6 months, a year.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, give me, 2 years.
Build it as much as you possibly want, because I don't really ever want to hear him talk. When I do, it'll be great, but I don't... Yeah, I'm excited. Hook's going to be on Dynamite finally.
Yeah. They haven't announced who he's facing yet, have they?
No, but it's probably going to be somebody like Fuego, which would also then tie into the House of Black thing.
Oh, yes. The House of Black.
It's probably going to be somebody like... It's either going to be like a local jobber or, somebody from Dark or Fuego.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see it being somebody not
I'm also
high
excited.
up the rank.
Fuego is getting a Dynamite program with the House of Black. Fucking Fuego del Sol is probably going to end up getting turned by them, but yeah, that's nuts.
That would be good to have.
He's getting a program, like an actual mainstream program.
Yeah. I can't wait to see him just get destroyed again, though.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to. He's going to each time.
Yeah. He takes bumps very well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Fuego knows what he's there for.
Yes. Take bumps and make money.
I loved his whole run against Miro for the TNT title, though, too. That was also great.
Yeah. That was a great story.
It was, because it also brought up Miro's neck problems. So it's like he, almost had the fluke victory because of that thing that they kind of discovered.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Let's see. What else is on tap for this week? What if the huge announcement isn't that? It would be kind of disappointing, but what if it's just for the Trios Championship? Because they're getting more and more of them all the time now.
Yeah, they are. And
can you imagine the tournament for that shit? Death Triangle, House of Black, Red Dragon and Adam Cole, Young Bucks and Kenny, Jurassic Express, any 3 members of the Dark Order.
Yep.
Who am I missing?
You're missing the Combat Club.
The Blackpool Combat Club, yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're probably going to be a first-round exit, but still.
I mean, you could even throw in some of the Ring of Honor ones.
Yeah, you could.
I'm not exactly sure who, but,
You absolutely could. I mean, he owns it all now.
Yeah.
Here's a question I want to ask you. We're going to go into fantasy booking land now.
Okay.
And it just makes sense to me, and I want to find out if I'm right or wrong. Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz need 2 more to help go against the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah.
That's the story that they're telling. They need at least 2 more people to go against them. Is there anybody that fits that slot better than the Briscoes?
The only ones that I could think of are Hernandez and Homicide.
See, that's kind of where I'm torn. It's either going to be Homicide and Hernandez, which would make perfect sense if they're still wrestling. I don't know if they are.
Yeah, I think Homicide or was in Ring of Honor,
Really? What
but
about
I don't
Hernandez?
know. Hernandez, last I knew, was in Impact, but he might be a free agent right now. I don't know if he's even listening. So, but
Because they name drop them, and that makes sense that they would bring them in. But the
yeah,
Briscoes also just fit
yeah,
that
the
hard
Briscoes
kicking,
would fit that
smash mouth
hard.
ass style.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anybody else that I know of off the top of my head, but
Or if there are any like prominent free agents that were kind of missing at the moment.
I know. I'm trying to think because I haven't followed, you know, 2.0 or whatever they're calling themselves now, independent career, but
They don't even have. I don't even think they have an established name
yeah, like
yet. They're just part of the Jericho Appreciation Society right now.
yeah, I forget what they even changed their names to
Angelo
because
Parker and Matt Monero, I believe.
there you go,
I can't get the words "Daddy Magic" out of my fucking head. I
yeah.
can't get the word. I can't get those words out of my head. No matter how hard I want to get them out of there, they just don't.
Oh, Daddy Magic.
Ah. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Although I do like their work. I do like their character work. Once again, I like
Yeah.
their, you know,
Yeah.
I like their character work.
But yeah,
They
I think they
play
need to
what they
bring
play.
in they need to bring in two more people.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
who
story
it
they're telling.
is.
It always comes down to the numbers game where they get the advantage, but it's always the numbers that keep coming up to
Yeah.
them. So they need two more people. LAX fits pretty freaking well, assuming that they're both active and ready enough to come over, and
Yeah.
not locked up in other contracts, which
I
they
mean, I
also
hope
could be.
they could be, but I'm hopeful enough that they have something planned out. And I think they're smart enough too, but
Oh, they absolutely have something planned out. I'm just fantasy booking it because the
yeah.
Briscoes make the most sense. Because they have to come over at some point. They've got to.
I at least hope they come over at some
They've
point.
got to come over at some point. There's too many great matchups waiting for them. You can have Briscoes versus FTR again, which was I did
That
okay. So
was
the T-shirts. Did Meltzer actually give that match 6 stars?
I I don't know. I have not looked
Okay,
that
that's
up,
fine.
but
I'm just wondering
it,
because I figured if
it
anybody
could
knew
have
it
been
between the two of us, it'd be
easily
you.
it was a very good match.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I
I
went and
wanted to
found
look
it
up.
on YouTube and
Oh yeah, do yourself a favor and find that match however you can through legal
yeah,
means, but find it. Watch that
it's a
match.
great tag team match.
Yes, yeah, they were hard. They were in. Crowd was hot for it.
Yeah.
Hook's finally
So
coming to Dynamite.
yeah. Well, do we talk about the championship match
The
that
Texas
we
Death
got
Match.
on? Yeah, that we got on free TV if you
Yeah,
have cable.
free TV if you have cable. Yeah, or you can just
Yeah.
go watch the last 6 minutes on their YouTube channel,
Yes.
which they should probably not upload that shit right after the Dynamite in case people haven't seen it yet,
Maybe wait 24 hours
or something like that, or
or
even
even
12.
12 hours.
Even 12
Yeah.
would be good. You upload them the next day, because
Yeah.
every Wednesday I don't get out of work till almost 10, so
Yeah, to avoid
I
the
have
spoilers.
to. I can't go on YouTube, otherwise I'm gonna get everything spoiled, because they upload
Yeah.
it like sometimes during Dynamite or right after. Like they should space that out just a little bit better.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the Texas Death Match?
I thought it was very fitting. I was a little surprised at how much blood they actually allowed to happen.
I mean, it's AEW though. They never shy away from blood.
I know they don't shy away from blood, and I like that about them, but I'm also thinking about the 7 p.m. start time
Yeah,
on Good Friday.
yeah. That's all. That was also kind of like they gave that away
Yeah.
They probably shouldn't have, but they did.
Oh, I'm glad that they did, because you need to do that every once in a while, because then it keeps people watching. Because if you just defend it on just pay-per-views, then I don't have to watch the weekly thing, and I can just watch the pay-per-views.
Yep.
And they gave us a excellent hardcore match that had some great in-ring work as well.
Yes. Oh yeah, Page and Cole. You can trust them with the main event of almost anything, and they will deliver a fitting match. Whether that's a Dynamite, a Rampage, a pay-per-view, they will hit it up.
Yes.
And they will do just fine. They will do good. They will do great work, great solid work, like they always do.
Yeah. That spot that Cole took on the 2 chairs that were back to back.
Oh my god, dude.
He hit so high.
He hit perfectly on it. Yeah.
Like, that looks so.
Anytime there's a dual chair spot like that, I just start like going, oh, because it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, it makes my back hurt just thinking about it.
There's no way to bump that either. You can't gimmick the chairs. You can't fall a certain way. Like, you just have to take it.
Yep.
Just like with Sammy Guevara's 630, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
You just have to take that.
Yeah, it's like the Swanton bomb. You're just there. You're a crash pad.
Yeah, pretty much. Because Jeff Hardy makes those things stiff. Good Lord.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was a good match. That was a good ass match. Like I said, they put the last 6 minutes of it up on YouTube.
The finish, the symbolism with him putting the barbed wire around his head and putting him through.
Oh my God. Especially on Good Friday.
Yes.
Like, holy shit. I'm like, oh my God, they just made him Jesus. And then put him through a table.
Oh, Seminude combat Jesus right there.
Oh my God, our patron Saint Adam Cole and our biggest fan Will Ospreay. We got some good people here.
Yeah.
We got some good fans around these parts.
Oh, we're gonna bring them in, all of them.
Oh, absolutely, man. I can't wait to. I'm serious. I'm putting this up tonight.
Ooh, yes.
I should have recorded this. I'll download the VOD off Twitch and I'll just put it up online. They'll have to stare at my ugly mug for an hour, but whatever.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll get some video from the other guy's side too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just not this time because he's kind of at work right now.
Yeah.
By the way, how are you doing this at work?
I'm just sitting in my brewery, I'm literally chilling in the brewery, hanging out.
I mean, fair enough, but you don't have anything to do? I figured you had something to do.
I clocked out for this.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I got something to do for about an hour and a half maybe,
I mean, we can always go longer if we have extra stuff to talk about, but we've gotten to the end of the week. We've covered Raw, Impact, Battle of the Belts, Dynamite, Rampage. We haven't done SmackDown yet.
No, but there's also one other match from AEW we didn't talk about.
Oh, really? Which one you want to hit up?
The hardest hitting match of the week.
Oh my God, Samoa Joe and Minoru Suzuki. My chest still hurts just thinking about that match. Oh my God. Did he ever post the day after image? Either of them?
I don't think they have. I have not seen it. But that match was probably my favorite match of the week.
You know what? Honestly, I could see that. I would agree with that. I would agree.
It was just so hard hitting.
What happened after was a little bit of a botch, but before that, oh my God.
The match itself was
literally, they stiffed each other on every shot.
Yeah, like two definitely Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Just literally laying everything out, and it was beautiful to watch.
Each other, man. Holy crap! That one was nuts. I loved every second of that match. And you knew that it was going to be you knew that exactly, like, I'm like, as soon as I saw that graphic, I started salivating. I'm like, oh, give me all of that and then more.
Yeah, like that's just the fact that we get to see him on this shore, you know, is amazing because
Yes.
watching his New Japan stuff. Oh,
And then you can
if
have
yeah, God, so good.
and this just goes back to the New Japan show. You can have the faction wars in now too. And you can have AEW members joining these factions. They can join up with Suzuki Gun. They can join up with Chaos like the Best Friends did. They can They can join up with the Bullet Club. They can join up with. I don't know.
We can have Bullet Club versus Elite.
Yeah, Bullet Club versus the Elite could be in that.
Yeah.
Switchblade can come over. Tama Tonga and Tamaloa can come over.
They're free, so.
Really? I thought they were still New Japan.
I think they are still in New Japan, but they got booted out of the Bullet Club.
Switchblade booted him out. That is true. I remember that. That happened on Impact.
Yeah. Oh.
Or maybe it's one with just everybody. Like they also get Impact worked into this mix.
Yeah.
All right, real quick before we stop. What do you think the main event of that super show would be? The main event. I know. I know. I just kind of threw this on you.
If it was me,
yeah, book it.
I'm going champion versus champion.
So at this point, it'd be like Paige versus who is New Japan champion right now?
Oh, God, is it? Oh, I don't even know.
I don't think it's Okada.
I think it's Okada. That would be.
List of current Japan champions in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yep, IWGP World Heavyweight Championship is Okada. He won it in January. Beat Shingo Takagi at Wrestle Kingdom 16.
That would be a great match because I mean they have history already from New Japan time.
Yeah, but do you also then possibly put the belt back on Kenny for that and have Omega Okada again? I'm almost gonna start drooling. I'm not sure you could put it back on him that quickly.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Or, well...
Anybody.
I guess the question is when that match happens.
Yeah, that is also true.
Because, again, if it's champion versus champion, I really don't know if Cowboy keeps it past Punk.
You really think he's going to drop it to CM Punk?
I think Punk is legitimate enough that he is, he still calls himself the best in the world.
I could see it. I could see
it, and I could see it maybe not like, I don't want to say it wouldn't be a clean, but I think Punk catches him in the Anaconda Vice, and he just can't get out.
Good Lord. He just can't. CM Punk. I mean, he would be a good champion. There's no denying that. He would be a fantastic champion.
Yeah. And I think Punk's man enough that he would give Paige a rematch eventually. But you give Punk a good, 4 or 5 months with the belt.
That's the nice thing is 6. That they don't go automatic rematches.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do their thing. I'm looking at the other champions right now. The Never Openweight Championship. Evil has that right now. Jeff Cobb and Great O'Connor, they're tag champions. They have the 6-man openweight champ. They have a 6-man title. They have a trios championship. So by that point, you could have a trios champion and go against the 6-man tag team championship.
I mean, you could almost bill it as a bigger battle of the belts night, where every champion is facing, like the women's champ versus women's champ. And then you could still do those fantasy, or those other.
Yeah, you can definitely fantasy
matches that those dream matches that never happen.
And they still could. And they still could.
And they hopefully will.
The U.S. title's vacated right now. After Sanada was injured.
Yeah.
Wow. So they could even do that. They could even have a finals for the IWGP US Championship. They could have that. They can have that like a tournament that culminates there.
Yeah. I mean, well, what if they even invite some of the AEW wrestlers into that tournament?
That'd be fantastic. They invited some of the New Japan. Well, they invited Joshi Pro into the women's tournament.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the day where we get Maki Ito back on AEW TV, goddammit.
Oh, yes, please. Give me Maki Ito all day.
Give me all the Maki Ito, please. I need that entrance back in my life. It only happened once, and I still can't fucking forget about it.
So good.
Oh, my God, it was amazing. I'm so fucking happy. I was like, yes, this is great. I did not know I needed this in my life, but I needed this in my life. All right. Well, it has been that hour. I think we'll call it here. We'll work on more of like a format, I guess, for the next one, and I'll have to actually watch more wrestling besides AEW to be able to talk about stuff more.
Yeah,
because this was mostly AEW focused this time. We'll try to make it more balanced in the future.
Yes, we will try. As long as they put out some good product.
As long as they put out something worth talking about, exactly. As long as they put something worth talking about, yes, I will totally.
Yes, we will talk about it.
We will talk about it. This has been Seminude Combat, Will Ospreay's favorite podcast, and your favorite podcast, if you decide to listen to it.